Alright everyone, this is John Michael, and I was checking a little bit my comments on my newest video, so the one about the frog that I released, and Pratmish Aquatic, by the way, shout out to him, asked me a question. So how many animals do I have? So I'm going to show to you and to all my new viewers and older viewers, sorry, subscribers, I mean, all the animals I am keeping. So right now, since I'm back from travel, I had to release a lot of my animals, but I am slowly rebuilding the laboratory. So, and also I was able to keep some of my insect. So let's check that out, everyone. So this is the laboratory. This is where I do all my summer experience, where I keep all my summer animals. So basically, in this bucket, well, not bucket, but a container, I only keep some nice green moss and some fern, which are both doing great and are used as aquascape, not aquascape, but scaping for all my other vivarium. As you can see, the moss is doing really great. There is a lot of humidity, and I have also a lot of container with some grass. Oh, this one is starting to dry a little bit out, in contrary to some of the others, which are actually full of water. So I'm going to have to switch to check that out, that one also. So this is my first real project, well, of the tour. So in there, this is actually what I call the bowl vivarium, and I've shown to all of you how to actually set up a vivarium like this one really quick. And for a month or so, I am looking at it, and in there is a black beetle somewhere around this rock, a carnivorous one. So I think his lair is somewhere around here. Oh, I'm just destroying everything instead of showing you things. And in my last stream, Captain Spicy was wondering about a black beetle, and I thought he was talking about that one, but then I realized no, he was talking about another species of beetle. And so this is my keys, and look what I got. So this is actually the type of beetle I think Captain Spicy was talking about, only this big beetle here is a tropical species. I'm not sure for the English name for this, because if you don't know it, I actually speak French as my primal language, but in French we call them charançon, C-H-A-R-C with the CD, so I don't know if you know that, but the little thing like that, that's the C, and then there is, and then after the C there is the O-N, so C-H-A-R-A-N-C-O-N, I guess. So in there, there is Medusa, or at least a snake that look like Medusa, so a North American red-bellied snake. Going to find her out in a second, but I also started adding some locust. So that's a big female, and that's a big male, and also a cricket. So if I do bad joke, this is actually a male cricket around here, and he's going to do some noise. So the and now I'm looking for Medusa. Let me just cut the video for 2 seconds. Alright, so this is Medusa 2.0. She's about feet long, so 30 centimeters, 12 inch. Not sure exactly, but this is an estimate on me. And really, she's like 2 times bigger than Medusa, and this is pretty much the adult size of a North American red-bellied snake. And as you can see, the belly is kind of reddish orange. So this is really a pretty snake. Oh, she wants to escape, or maybe it's a he. I'm not sure, but that snake really is non-venomous. If he wanted to bite me, he would, but he don't. Oh, that's a nice shot of his face, or her face. And when I cut it, I thought it was an albino, but finally it's just that he have, or she have, a brownish coloration instead of black, like Medusa used to have. But I did some research, and this is normal. So this isn't an albino. So yeah, this snake eats slugs, but I'm going to tell all of you for this snake in another video. So let me just cut the video again. Alright, so in this cage there is only one locust, and this one is in quarantine because I believe it is infected. I'm going to have to hydrate this moss as well so it can do better, but this locust, I have a bad feeling about it. If you remember earlier this year, oops, I lost many locusts, and basically look at this. This is like an infected kind of wound, and I believe some parasitic worm are slowly but surely killing this locust right now, and this is a female. So the black spot right here is really what I think is a disease, but this locust is still pretty strong. Right now I'm not hurting it, I'm just being gentle yet having a firm grip on it, just pinning it down. So basically when I introduced the new locust in this vivarium, and by the way, this is the black spot right there is the cricket. When I introduced the new locust, there was one of them that seemed really infected, and he kind of reproduced with, or raped, if you prefer, this locust right now. And now there is like some injury, oh, ouch, on it. So yeah, I'm going to quarantine it so it won't destroy all of my locusts. Then in here, this was the native bucket, but now it's just some grass that I left in there. Also, that's the rose that used to be in the jungle vivarium, but was always being destroyed, so I just let it grow here, same as that plant. Then those two things are just for grass. Oh, there is someone talking there. Alright. So there, that's the dead leaf vivarium. And in there I have millipedes, 7 big millipedes. I also have, theoretically I'm still supposed to have some adult wolf spiders, but since I'm feeding a lot of them to my my frog, just going to cut the video for 2 seconds. Alright, so my neighbor just decided to cut his tree and make a lot of noise. So I'm going to show you the remaining tour of the laboratory when they are going to be away. So instead I'm going to show you all what I keep inside. So there is my plants. There is the bamboo, and there is the crawling plants. There is this right here is one of the piece of this big cactus right there that I'm going to show you real soon. Then there is my bonsai, my African violet, I guess, which need to be watered. Then there is the same plant, the mother plant actually of the plant I shown you outside. Then there is some more cactus, some aloes, I guess, that really need a bigger pot than this. It's been like since I got it that it needed. Then there is the other, well, so basically all there is in there, this big kind of pot or whatever, was originally back here, and then this big cactus and a big aloes that sadly died. So that's the remaining of it, but that was a huge thing. It was so heavy and so like, well, you kind of see how long and everything that that thing just crashed, and then I just put it there, and I cannot say it's doing well, but it's surviving for more than a year. So yeah, well, except for that one, that aloes right there, that just died, which is pretty sad. So I'm going to do some change for all those plants later on, and I just remember I have to water everything in there. And now we're moving on to the aquarium. So I have my two goldfish, Ghost, which is my favorite fish of the aquarium, and RP. Both are also the oldest ones, so they are both 3 years old. They've been with me for quite a run. Let's just say they didn't have the easiest life. They experienced a lot of my beginner's mistake, and basically it's because of Ghost that I'm taking more proper care of my fish, because before him I was just overcrowding this aquarium like crazy. I mean, you might think, oh, there is a lot of fish right now. Well, imagine having like 8 to 10 goldfish in this aquarium. Oh, even more than that in this aquarium. Imagine having like 10 goldfish. By the way, this is one of the behavior I was talking about. Ghosts and RP are trying to eat the golden barbs. You have a proof on camera right there. But yeah, basically, imagine having like 10 goldfish with a school of 10 neon and a common pleco and some other neat stuff in there. You can clearly see why I lost so many fish due to ick and aggressivity. So I have also 9 danios, so a mix of zebra, leopard, and long fin danios, and there is a remaining pale danio. But slowly but surely the goldfish are eating them. I mean, I have a proof that ghosts have at least eat one of them. Then there is the 5 golden barbs. So 2 of them, those more orange ones, were bought from big owls, and this one was deformed. But he is surviving, and he is even kind of, well, not the king, but he is fighting with Charming here. So this one all the time. And then there is the 3 more recent one. So the Lannisters, Tywin, Cersei, and Jaime Lannisters, which are like chilling together, and they don't school really as much as with the 2 bigger one as I thought they would. Then there is the checkered barbs, which are those little small guys. I bought them thinking they were the female of golden barbs, but finally they were just female, yes, but of checkered barbs, and they aren't schooling a lot with the gold barbs anymore. Then I have 2 Corys, so I have Coco, my newest Cory, which is still a really young one, and Bandit, which is, I guess, 1 year old at this point. I think he is 1 year old. Might be wrong though, but I believe I bought him this autumn. Then there is Stan, my Siamese algae eater. He was supposed to be in standby. This is why he is named Stan. But basically, because I thought I had bought a Notosynclus, but finally it was a Siamese algae eater, which is pretty much a tropical aquarium fish. But I asked a lot of you if I should keep him, and you said, well, he is doing fine, and if he's not aggressive in doing his job, just keep it. And he is growing and doing fine. So I used to have 2 of them, but one of them just jumped. If you want to see that video, you can. It's like 2 months ago or something, even maybe 3 months ago, like in April or something. So whoop, I just forgot to dezoom. Ghost and RP really like the camera. This fish right there, he's my favorite of all time. I mean, check his fin. They are kind of damaged and everything. He has some scars. He kind of missed some scales, I guess, and he's not perfect aesthetically talking. But hey, I don't care about that. I prefer him to pretty much all the other goldfish and all the other fish in there. I'm going to do a video about the fin nipping because the gold barbs are really aggressive. They are on my nerves. Really, this is why I don't film a lot of my aquarium lately, because you saw it. I mean, the goldfish tried to eat the golden barbs. The golden barbs fin nipped the goldfish. Strangely enough, one of the gold barbs, I didn't figure a way to identify each and every one of the 3 golden barbs, but one of them really tend to school with the Danios. And Alexander the Great, with his this Danio right now, the alpha of the leopard, of the Danios, he kind of schooled with the golden barbs. And as you can see, the golden barbs, those small ones, they kind of go with the Danios, while the 2 bigger gold barbs, so Charming and Quasimodo, Quasimodo because this one is deformed, they kind of school more with the checkered barbs, which are those small fish. So I thought that was interesting. And Coco is my favorite Corridora of all time. He is a bronze Corridora, and I didn't thought I would like him. I mean, bronze Corridoras aren't really beautiful compared to other type of Corries, but that one, he have the Orenda power. This one and Ghost right here, those 2 fish have the Orenda power, and the Orenda power basically is the power to love a fish or someone, even if he does a really stupid thing. I mean, Ghosts have eat so much of my fish in this aquarium, but I don't care. He can basically kill everything in this aquarium. I won't mind. Something touch him though, that thing is dead. So, and the same goes for Coco. I mean, I just lost Cory, which was my oldest fish ever. So 6 years old Corridora, peppered Corridora. And I was really sad, but basically Coco have a great personality. And I think I even prefer him to Cory. So yeah, that fish and that fish, those are the best ones. I like RP too. I mean, it's just that it doesn't have as well as, it doesn't have the best personality compared to Ghost. I mean, that's a beautiful goldfish, don't get me wrong. I prefer the coloration, the body shape, the size also. But Ghost is just special for some reason. I love you guys. So I'm going to try to film the rest of the laboratory. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But yeah, basically in there is some millipede, there is some isopod, there is some wolf spiders. At the very least, some babies wolf spider. There is some great deal of worms in there. Doing some compost and everything. That is oak leaves, by the way. There is some beetle in there also. I'm just checking out if there is any isopod that I can show you. Apparently not. But basically, there is so many insects in there that I don't actually know the stocking of this thing anymore. And moving on to my last project so far. So this is Rummug, the frog. Shout out to Rummug the orc, by the way. And basically Trump, the other frog. Sorry for the noise. So Trump actually escaped. He, because basically I was just doing a little experiment, so I present Medusa to both those frogs. And Medusa isn't a frog eater. What she eats is only some slugs. But Trump and Rummug were really, truly scared. And yeah. Sorry, my other video just cut up, but yeah. So basically, Trump and Rummug were pretty scared of Medusa, and I just pick up Trump to see if he was alright, because he was like defending itself against Medusa, even if Medusa had no intention to eat them, and Trump just decided to escape and jump through that fence. So now there's only Rummug. So yeah, I guess all those big wall that Trump was around him didn't protect him after all. Because yeah, basically there is a freaking sky, and you can raise a big wall, but sometimes all you need is a rope. So yeah, that are all my animals and projects so far. Thanks for watching. Sorry, by the way, for this video. There's like two dudes cutting trees and making a lot of noise. But yeah, basically that's all my animals, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Oh, and again, a big shout out to Pratmesh. I'm going to put his link. Basically, he is a new member of the fish family, so go sub to him and it will be great. Ciao.